It's probably the most high-profile committee there is when it comes to college athletics. What makes you thrilled, I guess, to be a part of it?
Well, I love college athletics, and I played the sport of football, so it's probably the sport that I understand the most. And it's an honor to be asked, so I'll look forward to it. It'll be a lot of work. I now have the opportunity to tell my wife I have to watch more football, so I don't have an excuse for it.
Have you thought about how you're going to manage your weekends in the fall now?
It's a good point. One of the things that I indicated when asked is that I feel great about, obviously Kirk has been here. I don't have to worry about the leadership there, but also our senior staff. With all the retirements over the last 5 years and a new team in place, I feel great that while I'm gone, we'll be in great shape.
What do you think you can bring to the committee? I mean, you're the only person with Big Ten ties that are on the committee, and what do you hope to, going in without knowing how everything's laid out, what do you hope to bring to the committee?
Well, if I'm the 12th, I think there are 12. I don't know. Let's say there are 12. Whatever the number is, if I'm the 12th, I just hope to bring 1/12 of additional value to the committee. I know it's a great group of people. I'll talk to Barry. I've talked to Gene. I know several of the people on the committee currently in the past. So I'll be listening a lot and asking a lot of questions. And at the end of the day, just trying to find the best 4 teams for the semifinals.
When were you first approached, or when did you first hear rumblings that you even could be in the mix, and then who kind of reached out to you and made it more
I think
serious?
it's just been in the last few weeks.
Okay.
When we were in Orlando at the NCAA convention, a couple of people mentioned it to me, and then it was just a matter of the board of directors had to approve it, and that happened Friday. So.
What are you most looking forward to?
I really do enjoy the sport, and I watch a lot of football in the fall, like probably most of our fans and most of the people in this room. And I look forward to the fact that it is a challenge to pick the best 4 and ultimately, rank the top 25 and fill those other bowls. I look forward to the challenge, and I enjoy the sport, and I want to make sure that what little part I can play to make sure that the matchups are, give us the best chance to have a great championship.
Have you kind of done that in your own head in the past? Like looked at
not officially. I was,
just in your head.
I went through the mock. They had a group of athletic directors that went through a mock day several years ago, and I was on the advisory committee when the college football playoff was first put together, and so I'm familiar with it, but I don't sit down and do 1 through 4, 1 through 25 on a regular basis.
A couple of years, well, I think it was the first one maybe. Barry Alvarez was on it the same time when the Badgers were playing in Indianapolis, and he had to be in, I think, Dallas for the meetings. Was that something that was ever mentioned to you, that, hey, if Iowa's in Indianapolis, you're not going to be able to be there?
Yeah, it wasn't mentioned to me, but I understand the commitment and wanted to make sure. Again, that's what goes back to, Kirk's leadership and his longevity and experience. We've got a great team. Barbara Burke, as deputy AD, works directly with football. We have a great senior staff. So I understand that if we have that opportunity, not only will I not be at that game, I'd love the opportunity to have to recuse myself in the meeting if it came to that.
So it's not like an extra paid position or anything. You just kind of do it as part of your job as an AD.
Yeah, it's volunteerism.
Yeah.
For years, I did some committee work, but as my wife and I were raising our family, I focused on the job at hand at Iowa, and then spending some time with my family, and then made a commitment that once the kids were out of the house, that I might be interested and serve on some of these other committees. So I'm on the council now, and I'm looking forward to being on the selection committee.
Kirk reach out to you at all?
I obviously shared
Yeah.
it with him that it was a possibility ahead of time, and wanted to make sure I'd have his full support,
Sure.
knowing I'd be gone. And again, he has great confidence in the senior team that we have. That if he has any needs, they'll be taken care of.